120. Enjoy your new home. So I'm getting rid of the tank, and I think I should probably explain to you why. This is by far my least favorite of my 5 or 6 aquariums that I have right now, for several reasons. Number one, it's too big. You know, when I'm taking care of 5 or 6 tanks every week, it's just too much. You know, between the website, between making YouTube videos, between the newsletter, between social media, this just doesn't get the attention it deserves. Also, there are a couple imperfections in the glass that look like oil that I've tried removing that are just a part of the glass. That's bugged me forever. When I look at this tank, I'm just not happy with it. I think the aquascape is complete crap. I think it looks ugly inside. Every time I walk by it, I'm just like reminded of my own inadequacies as a reefer and as a hobbyist. Also, I don't have any more space for tanks, and I have a new tank coming in maybe this upcoming week. And literally, now we have a tank in my bedroom, in my daughter's bedroom. I have 2 tanks out here, and there's just no more space. By taking this down, I can put the new tank here. Most beginners aren't going to be able to jump into the hobby with a 120-gallon tank. Not that a 120-gallon tank is somehow bad for beginner. It's not. It's great for beginner, but it's just a lot more expensive. What I plan on doing is having the brand new tank, which is like a 40-gallon breeder size plus a sump, and then I will be able to have a second tank right next to it. Another thing is I just like smaller tanks. I don't know why. Does this mean that I'm just never going to have a big tank ever again? No, but in the foreseeable future, as far as I can see, I think I might be done with big tanks for now. So in order to get this tank ready, there are 3 overarching tasks that I have to do. The first thing I need to do is I need to get the 40-gallon breeder tank ready for livestock. The second thing I need to do is I need to move the livestock from the 120-gallon to the 40-gallon breeder. And then the third thing I have to do is break down the 120-gallon system. Starting up top, I need to get my lights on a schedule. Then moving over to the 2 returns, they're not putting out like any flow right now. So I need to install the Vivid Creative Aquatics random flow nozzle. I've never used these, but I've heard great things. I had this Brightwell Export BioBrick in the 120-gallon tank, and I put it in here. So there's probably plenty of beneficial bacteria in here, but I definitely want to do some testing. So I'm just gonna double check everything. Moving down to the sump, I have a protein skimmer I'm gonna put in there. I think I'm gonna use this Bubble Magus protein skimmer. It should be a pretty good size. In the final section in this Marine Depot Elite sump, you can use the final chamber as like an auto top-off reservoir, but you can also use it as a refugium. So I'm going to transfer the refugium from my 120-gallon into this section. I'll also need to install my refugium light. I'm going to use the same one I'm already using, which is the Kessel A80 Tuna Sun. And then up top, something I totally forgot, is I need to create some habitat for the fish. So I have a whole bunch of PVC that I'm going to use zip ties to put them together into like a little PVC mansion for the fish. progress is being made. It is now almost 4 p.m. When I planned this video out, it was so clean. Well, it didn't work out that way. Everything has, of course, overlapped everything else, and you should see this mess. Here, let me turn you around. You can see the mess. Here's the view from the back of the room. I have plumbing supplies, random pumps, drill bits from like earlier when I was doing some stuff, workstation, I have wrenches, kind of already set up. This is messy. I mean, just look at all my buckets. Not only that, let's walk over here. The tank is only like half broken down. So I just need to get the fish and the livestock over there. It took way longer to move the refugium than I thought it would. I think the tank is finally ready for fish. So I'm gonna remove the last couple pieces of rock, catch the livestock, move them over. So this day was supposed to be very simple. It was supposed to be a long day, but not this long. I was supposed to have it all well planned out. Well, this place is a mess. The entire house reeks of just like nasty algae smells, and it's disgusting. And I just spent like 45 minutes, maybe even an hour, trying to remove one of my 4 anemones from the rock using a utility pump and just blasting its foot, and all it did was it ended up ripping. And then I take out that rock and I put it down, and I go walk away, and I come back, and who's there? I didn't take a video of this, sorry. It was so fast. Who's there? 6-line wrasse. I totally forgot about 6-line wrasse, and he was hiding in the rock structure the entire time. And so luckily, I saw him there, and he was probably out for a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I mean, that poor guy. Could you imagine how awful that would be? So luckily I was able to scoop him up and place him in the tank behind me. He looked like he was not doing well, and then about a minute in, he started swimming around. I don't know if he's gonna make it or not. Anyway, it's been a very stressful day. I still have 3 anemones to try to get off, and I've been blasting one with a utility pump for the last 40 minutes, and it's still solidly attached. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Not only that, but the 120 gallon is not even empty yet. I haven't even started the cleanup process yet, so. Like that, the 120's gone.